Hey everyone, this is John, and I want to talk about my love of demos. It all started back in the day with demo discs, which for you young viewers out there were little discs that came with multiple game demos within each other. I want to kind of make this video a tribute to that by going over a bunch of recent demos that came out and discuss my feelings on each one. And the best part is demos are free. Oh, I love free. So let's get into it. And maybe you'll get interested and give them a try. So let's take this journey together, shall we? Unrailed 2. So this game is a sequel to Unrailed 1, not shockingly enough. And it's a super cute game. It has this lovely little voxel artwork, and from what I've played, it still feels very similar to the first game, which is where you're in this pressure to constantly build this track of a non-stopping train. It's very fun to play with friends because you can manage the resources and run around and try to clear the best path while making sure your train doesn't go off the rails. And yeah, this sequel feels super familiar, and I didn't feel much new about it compared to the first game, but I went reading into the description, and they will be featuring a bunch of new things that wasn't featured in the demo that will be new for the franchise, which will be online play, stage creation, and a 8-player versus mode. So that sounds super interesting to me. I wish they were able to get at least online play to test out for the demo, but that still sounds super nice to have before the game releases. And the gameplay's great. I was pretty addicted to the demo, and you can replay it quite a bit for just a little demo. I spent like 2 hours on it, so that's pretty meaty. And overall, I'm pretty hyped about this. This game was pretty good, and those new features will make it so much easier to play with friends, close and far away. On to Outbound. Now this demo was also pretty meaty, and even comes with some online multiplayer function, which Unrailed 2 didn't, so that's pretty good bonus. But this game's focus is a pretty slow one, where you're just kind of walking around in a park kind of vibe. And it's a pretty relaxing feeling, and the morning rise, sunrise can be quite pretty, but there's overly not too much pressure to do anything, and that could be nice for a chill experience. But I've always had the personal belief that you need a little bit of pressure to make those wholesome moments stand out more. There wasn't really too much of anything beyond just walking around and collecting things. The most fun I actually had was kind of breaking the game and Skyriming up walls I shouldn't be able to go up to. So that may be a little bit of a bad sign, but it's also too early to tell. There was a lot of content cut off from this demo, and it really feels like it's just scratching the surface. So, we'll see on Outbound, and see if it grows into something interesting. I'll be keeping my eye out, at least. Fatal Frame 2 Remake. Let's go. Alright, I've never gotten the chance to play the original, so I was pretty excited to go into this demo, hearing how great of a game it was, and I'm a big horror fan myself. Now, this feels like a very traditional demo. It's very short. I think it took me like 15 minutes to get through it. But it was a good showcase of the impressive graphics on Switch 2, and the atmosphere is really spooky. You're playing as one of the twin sisters that find this lost ancient Japanese village that just randomly appeared for them, and definitely right from the get-go, you feel the pressure of this isn't right. So I was definitely taking my time walking around, a little terrified at every moment, holding on to my twin sister's hand, which is a gameplay feature, by the way. You gotta make sure she stays safe. So you're not just taking care of yourself, you're taking care of a pretty helpless sister as well. And during the heightened moments, I was trying my best to not fumble around by being too scared with the controller, as the main gameplay gimmick is using a camera to scare off ghosts by taking a snapshot at just the right moment before they attack you. So you not only have to line up your shots, you have to time it just right too before the ghosts hurt you or your sister and knock you down. So it was pretty exciting, and I do feel like there's a lot more to this game than what the demo showed, because like I said, it was only like 15 minutes. So overall, I'm pretty curious about this one. I love horror, and this one definitely has signs of being a great horror on the Nintendo Switch too. Now last but certainly not least is, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right guys, Denshattack? I'm just going to call it that. The presentation right off the start, oh, colors pop, man, they are so vibe. Everything, the music, the menus, the gameplay environment, Even the trains, which you play as a conductor of a train in this game, it's all amazing. It kind of gives me a Jet Set Radio vibe, and I really like it. It's really punk. And if I could explain this game's gameplay, if you ever played a Sonic Boost game that gets on those rail moments where you have to swap around those rails in quick succession to avoid hazards and stuff, that's basically it times 1,000. Like, this game takes that concept and fully polishes it. There is a constant stimulation of things to do and new gimmicks, even in this demo. And the characters and plot are insane, and I love the vibe. It just feels like a crazy, wacky Saturday morning cartoon which goes off the rails, sometimes literally, and I've had so much fun with this little demo. And it is a meaty demo. There is so much to do. There's like 4 stages, and there's so much replayability with these stages because you have goals you need to meet. And also there's this trick park mode, which is basically like your own little skate park where you try to build up the biggest combo, and it's so addicting. I just can't stop playing it over and over. So I'm super hyped about this one, and I'm looking forward to the full release. Alright, so those are all the demos I wanted to cover. And the great thing about demos is that they're available live and to you guys right now. And hey, leave a comment below if you played any of these games and have your own take. I would love to hear them. And with all that said, thank you all for watching. See ya!